Hey, welcome to the Inner Wellness Hub, the Christian Wellness Epicenter. Last week in episode 3, I shared crucial details about ruminating thoughts and images, but I realized that I needed to make an extra episode 3.5 in order to cover both ruminating thoughts and images fully. So today is actually a bonus episode to focus on negative ruminating images, because they are one of the most destructive sources of internal stress that are often unrecognized. And here's the deal. A ruminating image can have such a strong influence over your mental and emotional atmosphere, stronger than any thought or emotion. So what is a ruminating image? Have you ever had a picture in your mind that no matter how hard you tried, it couldn't get out of your head? This is a ruminating image. Whether it's a disturbing memory from your past or something you are currently thinking or imagining, it gets even stranger. The brain and body cannot tell the difference between something you are imagining and something you are really seeing with your eyes right now. The body and brain do not know the difference. Even if you imagine something in your future, the nervous system and brain perceive it is happening in real life, in real time. The imagination is that impactful. So if an image begins to ruminate, your brain and body perceive that the experience is happening right now, over and over, in present time. And stress mode continues. A few years ago, I was called to help a woman who tragically lost her 23-year-old daughter. And the most traumatic part was that she was the one who found her daughter, who had passed away in her apartment. I met with her immediately to process the trauma. And as difficult as this situation was for a mother, the most disturbing part of this trauma was the image of finding her daughter's body that kept flashing over and over and over in her head. And she could not get the picture out of her mind and was tormented by the image. I met with her a few times and assisted her by bioenergetically releasing the tormenting, ruminating image, along with doing a simple visual shrinking method to release the trauma from the nervous system and stop the traumatic image from ruminating. Now, as horrific as that situation sounds, the mother slowly began to move through the healing process, instead of getting stuck in defeat and despair. We are all designed to overcome adversity and to persevere. We also have the power and authority over our imagination and to use it in a productive way. Our imagination can work for us or against us, and we are never victims to our own imagination. Because God created the imagination to be the producer of images and designed it to work for us and with us, not against us. And if you have a negative ruminating image, there is good news. You have the ability to take charge of it instead of it having charge over you. And here is how to get rid of a ruminating image. Number 1, picture the image in your mind that you want to eliminate. Let it come up to the surface, because bringing it up to the surface to where you can consciously see it and think about it makes it much easier to steward. Number 2, allow yourself to feel the emotional response, the shock, the panic, the fear, the discouragement, or whatever emotional response that comes up when you picture the image. Just let it come up. Number 3, say thank you to your imagination for working with your brain to respond to the stress, because your imagination decided it is better to keep you on alert instead of having that same experience happen again. Number 4, visually shrink the image. And here's how. Focus on the image and imagine it gradually shrinking in on itself and getting smaller and smaller and smaller until it is dissolved in on itself. And anyone can do this because you have the ability to use your imagination to influence your mind. Please click the like button and also subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next episode. So until then, be well and live well.